American moonshiners illegally distilled high-proof, unaged spirits, typically from corn mash, often in remote areas to evade taxes. This tradition dates back to the colonial times, gaining prominence during the Whiskey Rebellion and flourishing during the Prohibition. Moonshining is deeply rooted in Appalachian culture, where it was a way of life, and even influenced the origins of NASCAR, as runners developed fast cars to outrun federal agents. While home distilling remains largely illegal, legal moonshine is now commercially produced. I have arrived in the 1970s, and the spirit of rebellion is in the air, where people are taxed and there is a sense of unrest brewing. The fields are rich with crops, but the farmers are discontent. It's a time of change, and something big is about to happen. This is Gator News. Folks, during this fine day, it's Gator here at the cable company, and today we're going over American Moonshiners. It's an American docudrama television series on the Discovery Channel, produced by Megala Entertainment, that dramatizes the life of people who produce illegal moonshine in the Appalachian Mountains of Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. The series dramatizes their liquor production efforts, law evading techniques, and life. There have been claims by local officials that the show is not what it portrays itself to be. Virginia authorities have stated that no illegal liquor is actually being produced by the people depicted in the show. The Virginia Department of Alcohol, Beverage and Control, ABC, said in March 2012 that if illegal activity was actually taking place, the Virginia ABC Bureau of Law Enforcement would have taken action. They also said that they had requested for the producer to add a disclaimer to clarify that the show was only a dramatization. But the request was overlooked, and the show's producer, Megala Entertainment, have stated this documentary content is real. Portions of the show that feature Marvin Popcorn Sutton were taken from a documentary filmed by Neil Hutchison. Hutchison's documentary was filmed and released in 2002, called This Is the Last Damn Run of Liquor I'll Ever Make. In 2008, A version of the documentary that was edited for television was broadcast on PBS and the documentary channel, and with a little title, The Last One, and it received a Southeast Emmy Award in 2009. Sutton was arrested in 2007 by the ATF agents in Cook County, Tennessee, led by Jim Kanoff of Waco Siege fame, for illegally distilling liquor and possession of a handgun by a felon, and was sentenced to 18 months in jail in 2009. He subsequently died by suicide, apparently to avoid serving federal prison terms. The series premiered on December 6, 2011, and the 14th season premiered on November 14, 2024. It was done in the United States. There was 12 seasons, 262 episodes. Its running time was 60 minutes. Discovery Channel was the network, and it was released on December 6, 2011 to the present. And then it has related Tickle and Moonshiners whiskey business. Okay, this would not be a good documentary without putting up what we're out doing moonshine, right? Okay, moonshine is a high-proof liquor traditionally made or distributed legally. The name was derived from a tradition of distilling the alcohol at night to avoid detection. In the first decades of the 21st century, commercial distilleries have adopted the term for its outlaw cachet and have begun producing their own legal moonshine, including many novelty-flavored varieties that are said to continue the tradition by using a similar method and to local production. In 2013, moonshine accounted for about 1/3 of global alcohol consumption. It's a type of whiskey. Alcohol by volume at least 40%. Proof U.S. is at least 80%. The color, clear or off-white depending on the ingredients. And ingredients is grain, mashing, sugar, fermented, and water kilojoules. Okay, the terminology. Different languages and countries have their own terms for moonshine. The ethanol may be concentrated in fermented beverages by means of freezing. For example, the name Applejack derives from the traditional method of producing the drink, jacking, the process of freezing fermented cider, and then removing the ice, increasing the alcohol content, starting with the fermented juice with the alcohol content of less than 10%. The concentrated result can contain 25 to 40% alcohol by volume, that's ABV. In some countries, moonshine stills are illegal to sell, import, and own without permission. However, enthusiasts explain on the internet forums how to obtain equipment and assemble it into a still. To cut costs, stainless steel vessels are often replaced with plastic stills. Vessels made from polypropylene that can withstand relatively high heat. A column still or a spiral still can achieve a vapor alcohol content of 95% ABV. Moonshine is usually distilled to 40% ABV and seldom above 66% based on 48 samples. For example, conventional pot stills commonly produce 40% ABV and top out between 60 to 80% ABV. After multiple distillations, however, ethanol can be dried to 95% ABV by heating 3A molecular sleeves such as the 3A zeolite. That's pretty cool. I seen where they take the alcohol when they do it back in the day. They shake it, right? And if the bubbles went away real fast, and they didn't stay there, it was poor liquor. All right, so if they shake it like this right here, and those bubbles were real tiny, if they were big, and they went away real quick, they wasn't that good. But if they shook the jug, and in the bottle, the little bubbles were little tiny ones, and then they stayed there for a long time. That was when they said it was good liquor. Okay, thank you so much for stopping in to see me today. There's a little just something short on it. I appreciate every one of you. I love you. You guys are one of a kind. Come on back and see me. We'll do some more of these. Bye-bye for now.